Hi, my name is Garo Dorian. I'm here recording this video talking about myself and my transformation, going through taking off 100 pounds, from going from 280 pounds to right now 180, and sharing my story of how I went through this process without any diets, without any quick fixes. It was a whole process of loving myself. And I tell people it took as many years as it did to put on the weight as it did to take off. And so there can be fast times where you do take off weight, but I know within my own experience, my own body, that it is the wisest and most beneficial to one's health that it's done in a very calm and easy and graceful way, because the body, you're going through the process of not only transforming your body, but transforming the way you think, the way you feel, your emotions, and how you carry yourself and love yourself. I found that a lot of the reason why I put on the weight in the first place was a lot of emotions that I felt negatively, and I was unable to process those emotions. So I started putting on weight to cover up myself from feeling those negative states, feelings, emotions, situations in my life. So I found that the weight was a barrier from me from feeling in my body. And there was a turning point at age 18. Being an athlete my whole life, I've been very athletic, and being on the swim team and the water polo team, being very fit and active. There was a period in my life where I stopped being physically active, and being in a negative situation caused me to overeat and use food as a source of energy, using food as a comfort, having a food addiction, using food as a way to escape, and realizing that I no longer needed food to comfort me, and use it as a form of not looking at what was really going on. And the turning point came at age 18 when I started drinking organic raw apple cider vinegar. And the process was, if you know a little bit more about raw organic apple cider vinegar, if you start drinking it, it's going to begin alkalizing your body. And the process is, I'm not going to articulate the scientific qualities of what happens when your body is acidic or alkaline, but I knew intuitively that once I started drinking the apple cider vinegar, my body started becoming more alkaline. Once it started becoming more alkaline, my body was starting to reject everything that I was starting to put in that was acidic, and that was causing me to go back into that state of numbing myself out and covering up the pain. So as a result, my body was resisting anything that was not healthy for me anymore. And that's a relative statement. I mean, I can speak more about what's healthy and what's not healthy, but at that time when I was detoxifying all the acidity and all the weight, my body had to be in a more purified state of allowing whatever needed to be released to be released. And so right now I want to keep it short. I feel like I will add more to this video right now and speak more about the process in a later video, but just for right now, I want to say I will speak more about the process of what I went through. More importantly than anything else, if you do feel like having a transformation in your physical body and your physical form, the only reason why I was ready to receive the apple cider vinegar as a form of transforming my body, because I was ready. I was ready for that change in my life, and I began realizing that it was time to start loving myself. And so the process, it's a process that I'm still working on and cultivating right now at age 28. I don't think you ever stop learning how to love yourself, and that lesson doesn't ever go away. So it's a beautiful practice to learn to love yourself. And honestly, what I could not do at that age, between the ages of 16 and 18, was love myself for who I was, being 280 pounds, being 100 pounds overweight. Right now, I'm my ideal weight. I haven't fluctuated this weight in over 5 years. I pretty much eat whatever I want. You know, relatively speaking, I do have a healthy practice that I do maintain myself, but by keeping my thoughts in a healthy state, positive state, by eating and maintaining a healthy balance of food and exercising, and all of those are combinations. And I'll speak more about the process I went through in the transformation, because I realized there's more to taking off weight than the physical and the diet, our food, the diet aspect. I realized there's psychosomatic, and what I mean by psychosomatic, it's connected to the mind. The mind has such a huge part of it, and it's linked, all goes back to our mind and our emotions, and is a reflection of what we're thinking and feeling about ourselves and our world. So on that note, I feel that we can continue this conversation, and I would love for you to come check out my YouTube videos. Please subscribe. I have my website that I describe my process of my transformation. It's angelawaken.com. You can look me up and further on Google or wherever internet searches at Philip Garo Dorian. And I'd love to hear from you and your process and your story of transformation.